when you see all those videos of people saying like, "Oh man, yo, I can't walk. Oh, I can't do anything right now. Edibles, edibles." Nah, I never had that feeling yet, and I'm trying to get that feel. You feel me? Now, I know for a fact, for sure, some people don't put too much because it depends of how much you can take and all these things. But I was just here just to put that little thing out here. Me personally, and edibles, I rather roll up my thing. You feel me? What about you?
I definitely get high on edibles. Actually, I don't. I try not to go too much on edibles, but
Mhm.
I'm a smoker more than a eater.
Okay.
In that
That
sense.
sounded wild, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay. Sounded hella wild.
But in that sense, but yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it at that.
Without further ado, today I want to introduce the guest of the day. Her name is Z. You know what I mean? She got me that Z for Zaza, you know. You got that Zaza and that good thing, you dig? I want to give a big, 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 big shout out to this homegirl because I like to have, especially this is Black History Month right now,
Oh
so
yes,
I love to really put on for my black people. This is a black woman that's doing a thing,
yeah.
entrepreneur. You know, we got to support that most definitely. So make sure you check it out on Instagram. Make sure I got it right. The Secret Dutchie Inc. on IG. Without further ado, I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hey,
The people,
hey,
yes.
it's Z in the building. What's up? What's up?
That's what's up. We got Z in the building.
We here, we here. Thanks
So-
for having me, guys. This is lit.
Of course.
Pleasure.
Great.
You know what I mean? Most definitely. First of all, thanks to you because I seen you at the DMS event.
Okay,
So,
you remember me.
Of course I
Que je t'ai
do.
pas su.
Of course I do. Of course.
Yeah, you know what? That was my first one,
Mm.
and it was fucking lit. Can I cuss?
Yeah, of
Of
course,
course,
of
okay,
course,
yeah.
of
Talk
course.
that
It was
shit.
fucking lit. Like I've
Yeah.
never seen a rap battle before in person, never in French either, and I was just like, okay, we
Oh,
got
that's
some we
dope.
got some spitters out here. Like, okay, my bad.
That's
Yeah, it
what's
was lit. It was lit.
Appreciate that, by the way. And that's the only reason why you're here. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't.
This
Show
guy.
support, guys.
I'm playing. So today, you bringing me something special.
Yeah.
You know, you told me, yo, Feezy, check this out. I went on Instagram. That was a huge mistake because I didn't eat before.
Oh fuck.
And when I went on that page, I've seen all that. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, yeah.
So talk to me. What is all that good food, man? What are you bringing us today?
So the Secret Dutchie Inc. is a catering business, but the like niche is basically infused food. So it's infused with THC or even CBD, depending on the vibe. I'm not a big like sweet girl. I like sweets,
Okay.
but for me it was just like sometimes I want edible, but I don't want a Rice Krispie or like chocolate chip cookie. Sometimes I want a steak frite, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes I want that. So I was just like, yo, let me find a way to like infuse that in a way where I actually get high. Because even with the edibles, like how you said, it never touched me. I'm spending $100 and it's not touching me for what?
Talk.
So I found my way and I zip, and I found my recipe and like I had my soft opening just to like see how people would react to the recipes and if they would get high. Everybody was fucked up. Okay, everything was infused down to the drinks. Like everything was infused.
Okay, so you were fucked up, fucked up. So, but like, I always wonder because, like, when you take, like, me when I smoke whatever, I have munchies.
Yeah.
But in this case, you're eating already. So, did you just eat without ending, or like, is there a point where you're like, does it give you munchies? Is what I'm trying to say.
It does give you munchies, but like you're eating at the same time, so it's like a cycle. You know
So
what
it's
I
a
mean?
never-ending
it's like
cycle.
Never-ending, but like you do get full, of course.
Of course.
But yeah, it's kind of like a little mini cycle, but it's a fun cycle because it's like I'm gonna keep eating, but like
And it tastes good.
what? Okay, my food.
Now, what's the difference? Let's say you cook me a let's say I eat a slice of pizza that's infused with marijuana.
Yeah,
That's equivalent to what exactly? Is it like if I smoke a joint, is it the same thing?
it
How does that work?
depends. So it depends on like the percentage, of course, and how much oil or butter or whatever is infused. And everyone's body does react to it differently. So like one joint for you may be one bite of pizza for you. You know what I mean? Like it really just depends. So
The tolerance level, I guess.
tolerance, you're even down to your metabolism. Like there's so much that plays a part. It's a lot. And like I did a lot of studying. I used to work at a dispensary, which is how I got my knowledge within the like the cannabis world and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I made sure that every strain that I use is gonna make sense. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get the ones with like more lavender or more limonene and stuff like that.
So do you go like? So do you have to choose like? Oh, say I don't want to get too fucked up, so I choose some type or a hybrid or a sativa or indica. How do you know which one that you want to choose, or do you go with one and that's it?
So all my stuff are like marked. So I have one that's like, I have an oil that's just 100 milligrams of THC. Then I have one that's up to like 500. So I just make sure that I take the right oil
Amount.
and then I put the right amount. But I always calculate it just to make sure like I have an idea as to how much I'm smoking.
Yeah.
Because there's been times where I've been couch locked. Like I can't go to work. I'm high for days. And bro, I'd be so pissed off. 'Cause I'm just like, why would I eat that?
So when you say that, so in terms of the recipe, how many grams of cannabis versus grams of butter do you put when you do the recipe? Like,
oh, like I usually do like 14 grams at a time when I make my batches. But I also mix it with,
as opposed as the butter is the same. Like, do you do half? Like as much butter that you put as much cannabis? Is it separate?
Yeah. And then you add water and stuff. But I also use ghee. That's I'm gonna give you a little tip too. But yeah, the ghee butter, that is so much better. I feel like it cuts the taste of the weed rather than use real butter because it's a little sweet. You know what I mean? So
and it's funny you say that because I was talking. That's what I was saying to my boy. Like, if I eat an edible, sometimes like if it's a cookie, I don't know. I like to taste the weed a little bit just to make sure that I'm actually eating an edible.
No, not me.
Like it.
I mean, he got me some edibles, and it was like I could have ate the whole box. Feel me? Because it was really like a cookie. It tasted like a real cookie.
Yeah,
that's cool. But sometimes I just want to still feel like
something different.
You a real.
Nah, I don't
real,
want. Yeah, like he
you
drinks his shit straight. He does like nah.
You're the type to just eat the leaf straight. Eh?
Yeah. yeah, for sure. Nah, I don't want to taste. So your
taste it.
Your food doesn't.
It does not taste.
I like that.
Granted, there are times like sometimes I make like cookies and stuff.
Yeah.
It will taste like it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I make sure that it's very, very faint. And if I really don't want to taste it, I use distillate as well.
Okay.
So like I have 3 different things that I use. Sometimes I use all of them together, and that's for a great night.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you like, let's say it's for a dinner or lunch or a dessert, is there a difference between like indica or sativa? Like I gotta use indica because it's a dessert because I want to make sure they go to sleep right after.
I mean, that's a good way to look at it, but again, I look at the terpene. So I go for like the aromas and the taste profile of the weed. So like,
for those
so you're a real cook. You're a real cook. Yeah. It's not just because it's weed. You're a real cook because she thinks about the taste and how it goes with the food.
And I need her to explain what's terpene for people that are not.
So you use it as spice, basically.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, so terpenes is just like a cannabinoid that's within the weed plant, and that's responsible for how you get high. So if you're like more up or if you're more down, the taste as well, because there is like a faint taste, and the aromas as well. So sometimes if you smell it, you'll smell like a earthy, skunky, lavender, all that. So like for example, I wouldn't use something that has mainly like a lavender terpene for like dinner. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay, I see what you mean.
There's like, it's like you may not be able to taste it, like you know what I mean, but me, like I taste it right away, so I make sure I'm just like I pick the right ones.
Okay, so you were a cook all your life? Like, is this something that you always had a passion for? It was because you.
Not, I wouldn't say a passion. I have a passion for food. I'm a very big
foodie.
I'm a very, very big foodie. But it more came like, I guess, living alone. Like I'm just cooking. I love to cook and I like to be creative. So like all my recipes are just spontaneous.
Right.
I'm high. I'm just like, maybe this might taste good together. Sometimes it works.
But how did that come about? How did the first time come about? Did you have weed butter already, or like you tried to do something, or you just went off?
So like in terms of like me making edibles?
Yeah.
So no, so basically it started with people just telling me I should just sell plates. Because I was just cooking all the time, just normal. And I'm very extra. Like I live alone. I was doing that for myself. I wasn't doing that for nobody else. You know what I mean? So I call my friends, be like, yo, I have so much food. Like, you want to come over and eat? Like,
thought you were going to look like 600 pounds life here.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, bro.
God damn.
That's the fast metabolism.
Fast.
I have that too.
But yeah, so that I was thinking about it. I was just like, okay, but like I was living in Toronto, right? So for me, it's just like everyone was selling food. What can I do to like stand out and shit? So I was thinking about it for like weeks. Couldn't think of anything that like really made sense. And then the whole idea of actually me wanting to eat an edible, but I couldn't because whatever. And then I was just like, yo, let me just make infused.
So you were really trapping out the kitchen.
What? Yes, exactly.
You were trapping out the kitchen for real, for real.
Trapping out the kitchen for real.
So when you first started the whole thing,
Mm.
what was your target market in terms of your audience? You said you was going to reach out more to people that smoke, people that don't necessarily smoke that much, but they want to introduce, you know what I mean, marijuana to food. Like, what was your idea?
So the original idea was for people who couldn't get high off of edibles. And that didn't
That's
want
me
you,
right
for
there.
you.
There you go.
And that,
you got me right
thank
there.
you. I was thinking about you. And people who aren't really big on sweets either. They want to do something different. Can't always be cake and cookie and brownie. You know, you need to like stretch it out. Sometimes. Diversity.
You're right, because most of the time, like edibles, it's always like
it's always sweet.
So you,
why?
Yeah, you're a salty person. I'm a more salty person.
I'm a savory kind of girl.
Are you a more sweet or salty type of?
sweet, but I'm hard body.
Oh,
God.
get
that.
Imagine I was like, I'm sweet. nah, we hard body out here. What you see, man? It ain't like that. But I see what you mean. Yeah, I like glucose.
But I would deal with food than taking a brownie or something like that.
Yeah, facts.
For me,
and it just makes it a lot more fun. Like there's just different things that you can try. You know what I mean? It's not just the same stuff that you're eating all the time. So
right.
Yeah.
Now, what type of let's say in terms of food, that's really what you're focusing on? Are you actually doing the sweet thing too?
Yeah, like I have some cookies and stuff on my I actually had this is really funny. So I had these cookies. They're called they're made out of brown butter, right? So I call them brown butter cookies. BBC.
Let it sink in. Let it
sink in. So like I was calling it that. Like I don't know. My brand just represents me. Honestly, it's just like fun, savory, diverse.
So what, them cookies are called like that though?
Yo, dead ass. You can even check BBC.
Real?
Yeah.
The
So how many-
BBC cookies. So how you gonna order? How you gonna order? What are you gonna order?
Let me get them brown chicken joints.
Nah.
No,
No, say the real name.
Facts.
Let me get them brown thing.
No, facts.
Yo, honey, can you call real quick for me?
No, I want you
Even-
to order.
Even my boys were just like, yo, we're never going to order that. I was just like, but it tastes real good. Like, come on,
It
it's
tastes
different.
real good. BBC.
Yeah.
But that's interesting though.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask you. So, is there a limit, like for you to say like, oh, I have a plate for you, but you're new, don't like I always wanted to like give my older relatives some edibles and see how it would you suggest that? Would you be like, nah, they old?
No, 1,000%. I would always like suggest what for them to have edibles.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do it. So like, if it's an actual plate, they're not even gonna think about it.
No, honestly,
Yes.
everyone can try it. Like when I was working at the dispensary, I had people at 80 years old, 90 years old come in to get joints and like distillates, extracts, and stuff like that. Anyone can smoke as long as you do it responsibly, in a sense where you're
That's
not.
exactly what I was gonna ask
You know
you.
what I'm
How do you make sure that they actually consume like the food responsibly? Because sometimes you can just be like, you know what I mean? You see like,
Yeah.
this is looking really good to me.
Yeah.
And if you're telling me that it doesn't really taste like weed, I could just be like eating back
all
to
of
back
it.
to back to back, and then I'm like, oh my gosh,
Well,
it was too much in there.
I put my disclaimer. What you do after that, baby, is on you. You're an adult. If I tell
Mention
you
that.
That's
yes.
true.
this, that, and the
That's
third,
true.
and you're just like, the third? All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's all you. But I always say start low and slow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just start off with half, see how you feel. I always ask, like, do you smoke? Or you know what I mean? And then kind of start them off with maybe.
And
like
it takes the
250.
same type of time to kick in, like the
Everyone
hour and a
is
half.
different.
Oh yeah, everyone
is
is
different. It
Oh,
all
yeah?
depends on your metabolism.
Oh really? Okay.
Generally speaking, yeah, it will take about an hour. But again, like,
It could.
and it depends how your body digests the food. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So if I was to compare, let's say, everything you're doing in terms of the food quality, the food options, compared to someone else that's offering edibles, what's different that you're bringing to the table? Because I feel like the weed business is something that a lot of people want to jump in,
Yeah.
and they think sometimes that it's easy, and all that. So when I see this, it looks really good, you know. So what's different apart from the fact that it looks good that you can?
My recipes are just different. You know what I mean? Like kimchi fried burger. A lot of the things that I'm doing is literally off the fly, and it's my own recipes.
Originals.
It's original everything. So you're not gonna get that anywhere else because I me one make it. So you know what I mean? Like a lot of these things I make when I'm high already, and I'm
No.
just like, this might taste good together. You know what I mean? So like, you're not gonna have the same.
I've see for that like, we have chicken burgers. I've made chicken burgers, but
Yeah.
this I
Different.
want this specifically. So you're right. Like I'm gonna hit you up to get this
Exactly.
because the sauce. I mean, it's the
Yo,
sauce.
you've been talking about
it's
that
the
sauce.
but sauce is important.
It is.
Sauce
It
is so important.
I'm an extra gravy kind of girl. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Give me
Extra sauce.
everything.
Exactly.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it's amazing. You guys just when we're gonna edit, put it so they see this shit because
Yeah. No. That shit was.
No, I see something on the table since the beginning of the interview. I've been looking at you, but at the same time, I'm looking down like, what's that? So what did you bring today, man? Talk to me.
So today I brought birria empanadas. My birria tacos are like my most requested thing that I have ever. So I wanted to do that, but I knew it was gonna get messy. You guys have some really nice equipment, so I was just like, let me just make it easier.
I would
for
have
them.
pulled out the napkins, the gloves, the
But yeah,
plastic
do you want it
gloves,
right
everything.
now, or do you want to wait? Cause it's spicy.
it's spicy.
That's
Like
spicy?
it's gonna make us cough on.
Well, I don't know what your level.
No, we
of
could do this. We good. We can do
Sure?
this now. Yeah. We got to show this to the camera first of all. you know
Oh
what I mean?
wait,
Just to
no,
get a
they're
little-
not pretty.
Well, come on,
Nah.
girl, you know what it is. Alyssa, man, can you show that to the people right here? One of the shots.
They usually look prettier. I promise.
Good enough to me.
That's when I'm gonna put the picture you'll send me instead. Like,
Oh, there's a sauce.
Baby,
Okay,
baby.
then you got me.
okay,
Come
You-
on now.
okay.
That's the sauce, baby.
So is it which one is spicy? Is it the sauce that's spicy or is it both?
Both.
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 Okay.
Can you give me the water, please?
Yeah, get the
Actually, yes. This is like
so kind, you know.
some hot ones. That you have some milk? Oh yeah.
So, what type of feedback do you want? Do you want the real nigga feedback? or you want the-
1,000%. 1,000%. Always.
Or that political correct feedback?
You know.
I got you. I got you.
Let me know. Let me know.
So this is like, let's say how much of in grams you would say
So
per.
these are very, very, very low because I wasn't sure if you guys smoked or whatever. These are only 150. So you,
Okay.
I'm
if
good.
You smoke, you probably won't feel it.
Alright, so it's more like a taste test.
It's
for
more
you.
like a taste test at this point, yeah. But I got you for next time. Now I know y'all
Ladies
smoke.
first. You ain't gonna get high, you know. It's good.
Yeah, you're not gonna get high.
Already
Well, you know
high.
what? Everyone's body is different. Let me not say that.
Listen, say, yo, where that
Yeah,
sauce at?
I can't do it at the sauce.
Okay.
You gotta, yep, get all up in there.
I would have got a close up on this shit.
Don't wait on me. No, I can eat this.
Yeah? We fucking with it?
That was a bread bite. It doesn't count. Told me to keep it real. I keep it real. You know the first bite is bread and shit.
No, facts. I'm fucking dead.
You feel me? You gotta get rid of that one, then you get it in. But that's good.
It's not.
The
It's not.
batter.
It's not too spicy. It's fine. Okay.
I like the batter.
And you get high off of this?
Yeah. Maybe not that one, of course, but yeah.
It doesn't taste like weed at all, and I like that. That's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
You want some more?
You're making me nervous. I feel like one of those chefs with like Gordon Ramsay, whatever the chef.
I really like it.
Yeah. Okay. Don't do that. You're making me
If
anxious.
it was me,
Mhm.
I would have told you, of course, make it stronger.
No, for sure.
But
For
since
sure.
it's for like beginners, like for her, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now I know. Now I know.
But it's
I
really
just
good.
wanna.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I want to hear.
But that's what I was asking you earlier. Like,
Mhm.
this is the type of food I would have
Yeah.
back to back.
And that's what gets you fucked up.
And you gotta control that whole consumption.
Mhm.
These are perfect, like quick, put it in the oven. Like you know, you had a.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's really good.
Oh,
Mhm.
Thanks, guys.
People in the back, wonder if he's gonna pass that in the back. Y'all wanna eat some flip? No, that shit's good. Big shout out to you. Montreal. That's really good.
Yep.
Make sure you hit up my girl Z. Once again, how does it work if people want to order something though? Do you have like a menu I can look online? Because
So basically,
like I'll just if I want the same thing you ate, how
Yeah,
does that
facts.
like what is it called?
my
Empanada.
Birria empanadas. That's what they're called. But oh yeah, he
He wants the sauce.
he wants that sauce. But so my menus, they rotate. So it just depends on what I feel like making that week. And I usually post it on Instagram. So everything is done through Instagram. Very easy, very simple.
Okay, so you change menu every week. That's dope.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's also a challenge too. You know what I mean? I get to like
Keep it fresh.
keep it fresh, try new things. Like
Keep your skills sharp.
exactly.
Yeah.
You
And what's your
get it.
Instagram, by the way, for those who don't know?
My Instagram?
Your
or-
business.
Oh, okay, I was like, huh? Uh,
That's a different type of
That's
episode we
you
have.
know what
going on.
I'm saying? The Secret Dutchie Inc. So I'll spell it THESECRETDUTCHIE.
Before I let you go, I just gotta ask you a last business question.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays, marijuana stocks and all that, they're kind of going down because you know it wasn't as expected. Now you being someone that's launching yourself in the business, for sure there's a lot of challenges when it comes to the whole marijuana industry. So what's your future in this? Like, do you actually want to focus on really making edibles, or maybe focusing on like having your own marijuana strain, stuff like that? Because the way you're doing it, I mean, if the food is
Yeah.
good, I'm sure you can maybe cook up a nice little recipe mix and make your own strain and get in the business. So what's your idea about that?
Honestly, there's so many things I want to do with it, but it's funny that you say that. I did have an idea to have like a cooking weed seasoning type of thing. You know what I mean? So just like if you want something for like dinner with like
lemon
steaks.
pepper and
Exactly,
okay,
exactly.
I see
So
what you
something
mean. That's
like
dope,
that.
that's dope.
And like my own cookbook and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I was
you know
gonna
what
ask
I
you
mean?
that. Yeah.
Something like that.
I might blur that just in case nobody bites you. 'Cause
You know what I'm saying?
that's
No,
a
it's
good
true
idea,
though. It's true. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
So
Yeah.
that
And
was.
how would you call it? Let's wrap it up with this. How would you call
I
it?
don't even know yet.
One name.
I don't know. You know how long it took me to just figure out this, the Secret Dutchie? I have no idea. I'm so bad with names. But something catchy, something that represents me, something with my culture in it. You know,
Okay.
something like that.
I think you got a game for her. You want to do this?
A little this and that. Simple.
We're gonna,
Okay.
Before we let you go, real quick.
Yeah.
Simple. Choose one type of thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So the first one, sativa or indica. We're gonna start off simple.
Ooh, sativa.
Why?
I'm fun on sativa and I just talk.
Okay,
It's fun. Yeah.
I like that. Blunts or papers?
Blunts.
Why?
I like that pull. I like that. I like
Oh, you
to
like
feel
the
that.
So
yeah.
grabber,
Mm-hmm.
even with blunts or without?
Even
blunts?
with blunts, which is crazy.
Oh yeah.
But Toronto did that to me. I was never doing that before.
So you put grabber in your blunts?
Yeah, it's
That's crazy. Okay,
disgusting.
then you would never smoke papers then.
But no, I smoke papers. But if I had to choose, yeah, I'd take a blunt.
Okay. So what would you rather smoke with Wiz Khalifa or have a smoke session with Snoop?
Snoop.
Of course, that's a good one. I
What
like
would
that.
be the first?
Uncle.
What would be the first thing you ask him about weed related?
His favorite strain.
Mm.
Yeah, I would want to know
Probably
what that
trying
is.
to tell the Snoop strain.
Yeah, but then I'll use it and like make something with it.
There she goes.
Okay, and that falls into the
Business.
same
You know?
You know what I mean?
the same type of theme. Who's the two duos in Highness? Method Man and Redman, or Wiz and Snoop?
Oh, Wiz and Snoop.
Yeah,
Yeah. In terms of highness, 1000%.
Yeah.
For sure.
but would you rather the movie that they did or High High?
How high? Yo, their movie was, I'm sorry. it
Did
was
anybody
so
watch that
bad.
movie? I
What
never
was it?
watched
Damn, I
it.
forgot what
It's
it's called.
Calvin and something. Is it something?
I don't
called
even
like,
know.
But the song was good. We're in a
Yeah, but like,
Young
That's
Wild
it.
and Free. Young Wild
That's
and
it.
Free. Yeah.
ugh,
Me, I'm a Wiz fan. You feel me? I fucks with Wiz a lot,
yeah.
too.
especially when it comes to you know what I mean, zoning out and listening to some good weed while I'm
Mhm.
eating some. Dutchie
some
food.
Dutchie secret
You
Dutchie.
feel me? Some
You know?
secret
Yeah.
Dutchie. That's what I'm talking
Mhm.
about. So one more time before we let you go, please let them know how can they follow you on every platform. Let's go.
You You can follow me at The Secret Dutchie Inc. on Instagram. Everything is done through Instagram.
You know what it
Get it.
is. DMS Uncut. We out here. Let's go.